Hey everyone, Thinkers here. I just finished the show You on Netflix, and I just felt the need to share my thoughts on the ending and see what others think about it down in the comments. There will be some spoilers for the show, so if it's something that you might watch, and it is certainly worth a watch, then I suggest you skedaddle till after you watch it. A quick little flex before I get started. I actually just got back from New York City where I visited Logos Bookstore, which you may know as Mooney's Books from the show. I even got to ride on one of those little ladders that roll along the shelves, which was really freaking cool. I will say they did some amazing camera work magic with that to make the show look a heck of a lot bigger than what it is. In a quick rundown, You follows the life of a full-on keep a box of bloody pads and other nasty souvenirs stalker Joe Goldberg, brilliantly played by Penn Badgley, whose romantic views on love quickly turn into obsession and wind up in a trail of bloody bodies that he protected his person from until he eventually loves them to death as well. It is a pretty typical modern fashion to turn a criminal or full-on villain into the protagonist these days. I know Marvel loves to do it. The new show Ironheart follows a thief. The Secret Invasion, they tried to get sympathy for a full-on terrorist group. The Thunderbolts are all a bunch of mercs with a massive amount of blood on their hands. Honestly, I think that You does a much better job at this than many TV shows and movies have. Joe, a guy that keeps a creepy souvenir box and locks people in cages up until the point of killing them, does come across as a likable character, but it also keeps it clear that he is the bad guy. And it is interesting though, because through his narration, we get to see how in his own mind he makes himself the hero or good guy of the story. It makes for a very interesting look into the mind of a deranged and delusional individual. This brings me along to the ending. I feel the show did such a good job at being different and unique, and it would have been awesome to get an ending that reflected that, other than the happy ending that we got, with Joe ending up both found out and in prison. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that's not what he deserved. I'm simply saying that it's the kind of, cookie cutter rainbow and butterfly BS that can knock a show down from, oh my goodness, that's fantastic, to meh. The show, though funny at times, kept an interestingly creepy vibe the whole way through it. And it was time for the show to end. Joe, at this point, was way too found out to be able to continue his shenanigans anywhere. Plus, after being shot in the dick, love just isn't ever going to be as fun for him again anyways. So he was stopped, and to me that would have been plenty enough of the happy ending. Letting him escape that final showdown or get shot and fall into that lake, presumed dead, but the body never being found, would have just been so much more interesting, leaving and fit that creepy vibe that he could still be out there, finding his next you to love. We got a very different and decent show, and that alone these days are just rare and rare to find. But that also makes that cookie cutter ending just that much more disappointing to me. Not to mention it's a huge missed opportunity to actually leave the viewers thinking and possibly just a little creeped out. So what do you think? Am I just a psychopath and the only one that thinks this way? Or do others of you out there think that the ending of You kind of brought the show down a notch as well? Please let me know what you think down in the comments. I would love to have a discussion about this. Please like the video so we can get as many people to, put in their 2 cents as possible. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.